I had a lot of different topics I want to do short videos on, and I like to keep them short because they're easy to listen to and just get straight to the point. And just recently, I seen this article on Twitter from this Monica Cannon Grant who went on this tweet. I'm sorry, it was a video, and there was an article attached. But she's a BLM organizer and a campaign organizer for Alyssa Presley, who's running for Congress, and she was basically speaking out against this Rayla Campbell. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at notes here. Rayla Campbell, who's the Republican congressional candidate, and she just goes on this tirade. I can't really, repeat everything she said in the video. I posted it on Parler. You'll be able to see it if you're following me, and you can hear it all for yourself. But there's two things. For one, she's attacking interracial relationships. Period. Excuse me. Interracial relationships. I'm in an interracial marriage, but that's not what really set me off. It's something that I've heard growing up from a lot of my so-called elders, not my family, but just people. Um, Basically saying, once you get what you get, remember you still a nigga. Basically, like no matter how successful you are, you still a nigga. It's bad that there are still, some Caucasians out there that feel that way. But when you have Willie Lynch indoctrinated Negroes like her that come out and say, you're still a nigga, we don't need white people telling us that if we got our own damn black people telling us that. How about if cancel culture, cancel the word nigga out your vocabulary? It slips out of my mouth sometimes when I get angry. Halo and Wings over here. But damn, I sure say a lot less than what I used to. Because that right there says a whole lot. It speaks volumes. It says you are never gonna get ahead because you're black. You're still a nigga. This is what the Democrat Party wants, though. How is it that every other nationality or ethnicity can immigrate to this country and build businesses in black neighborhoods that are frequented by black people, but black businesses aren't? That ain't a white man, because if it was systemic racism, then it would be white businesses all over the place. No immigrant would be able to get a business in this country. So what is it with black folks? It's this kind of mentality right here. And sadly enough, it's coming from a lot of women, anti-patriarchal women. Another sad reality to that is, well, why is it coming from the women? Well, yeah, the father's not around. A lot of them are locked up in jail for obvious reasons. Few don't belong, but we know why they're in jail. But it's this kind of mentality, though. Ain't nothing out here for a nigga. White man ain't gonna let you get ahead in the world. That's the kind of stuff that was put in my head and a lot of other people's head growing up. And it took hold. So don't blame white America for your own inertia, because there are plenty of black people that then struggled and made it. Most successful people successful because they tried and failed. They didn't succeed on the first time. And if they had a little help up, so what? Oh, this person came for money or whatever. It don't matter. Isn't that what all parents want for their kids? To leave them something to make their life a little easier? That's what parents work hard for. Why demonize anybody for having people with access or connections? That's a good thing. So, Miss Monica Cannon Grant, stop acting like you speak for the whole community, because your headline also boasts while you're standing there with Joe Kennedy, which is a white man who has no melanin. When you're talking about how many contributions and grants and all these and donations you've gotten since that video, so who's really the bootlicker? Who's really the sambo dancing the jig for their masters? Sounds like you are. If the first thing you brag about is how much more money you're bringing in now, and you attack Rayla Campbell for being married to a white man, although she's black, mother of three. So it's not even a girl power thing. These women, I mean, it's all about color. She's a black supremacist. BLM are black supremacists, Marxists. And mark my words, remember this, they don't want equality. They want inequality in their favor. They want Jim Crow for blacks. They want to be able to do the things like way back in the day. Like, well, hell, they're doing it now. They're lynching. They're doing all these things. This is not the America I want to live in. You want to call somebody coons? She's the coon. She's the sellout. Because I guarantee you, she rubbing elbows with a whole lot more Caucasians right now, especially if they're waving money in her face. And she will say everything she can to tear down this Rayla Campbell because she's a Republican candidate. And she's race hustling, just like all the BLM. So it's a joke. Don't buy into it. And get off that blue plantation. The borders are open. You're free. Blexit, people. Blexit.